Good evening. I hope you're doing well today. Can you believe it's still March? March the 6th, 2023. It's Wednesday evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's quite chilly here today. Considering it's March, it's -6 centigrade. I believe that's what, 25 or something like that. We're going to guess something like that for Fahrenheit. Which is cold. Well, not really cold. It's chilly. As a Canadian, it's just chilly. Alright, so thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week so far. It is halfway through the week, thank goodness. So what are we going to do today? Well, first I'm going to go over what I've been working on, just as a quick heads up to let you know that I'm still going strong. Hey, John, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Just a quick shout out to those that have tuned in. Thank you. Those that are watching on YouTube, also thank you. And thanks for the recent likes and subscribes. They really do help, so thank you for that as well. Alright, so what are we going to do today? Let's take a look at what I've been working on. I have been working on mostly the Iraqis. And I've been I finished basically up to 1959 for their organization. And it hit me today. So I built these originally for Middle East, and I didn't have access to a lot of information before. And it is amazing how much more information that has come available from numerous sources that allows me to fully populate these properly, which is just fantastic. And that's just in the last, I would say, 14 years since I've built this before. So, with all the new information, I think it's quite fascinating and interesting that we can, I can dive down and understand, what these units actually were, and instead of just hypothetical guesses based on the limited reading that I had access to at that time. So for me, this is quite the endeavor, and it's a fun endeavor for me. I've been reading a lot lately about the wars against the Kurds, and the units that were involved, and the type of tactics that were being used, the type of weapons that were being used, the new type of units that were being used, even ad hoc type units that were also being used, where commando companies were created. There was even some Kurdish volunteers that were, enveloped, as well as I've been redoing, or not redoing, but as I showed last week, I do have a substantial list of units here that need to be added to the platoon file. So, especially as we get later on into the Iran-Iraq war, there's a whole bunch of new equipment that came online. So I'll make sure that I incorporate that. But I'm not there yet. I'm still just starting the 60s. And it's interesting to see. So, one major difference that I've noticed is that there's a lot of English sources that reference the 4th Armored Division. Even the CIA documents reference that. But the Iraqi documents, they don't reference the 4th Armored Division ever. It's only been the 3rd Armored Division. So I think there was some confusion in the 50s where there was a new division that was created, the 4th Division, but it wasn't an armored division. It was the 3rd Division that was converted from an infantry division to an armored division. I find that quite fascinating. That, in all the sources that I've seen, they claim a 4th Armored Division. And if someone knows something about that, please let me know. But so far, the only thing I've been able to find is the renaming of the 3rd Infantry Division to the 3rd Armored Division, and a new division being created in 56. So fascinating stuff. Good day, Nakinway. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the heads up on the audio and video there, John. I appreciate it. So I am going strong on this. There's still a ton to do, but I am making progress. I mean, obviously you can see by these triple X's that I have to still number all this stuff, but there's no sense me numbering if I don't have the basics done. And the basics being making sure that I have all the brigades and whatnot that are going to be identified or need to be identified throughout the entire 1948 to 1985, because that is what we do, which is crazy. Why do I do that? Why do I do that to myself? Yes and no. Not all the divisions were triangular for the Iraqis. They had a very British orientation, so most of their brigades were actually with typically 3 regiments. They called them regiments instead of battalions, but most of them in the early part, in the 50s and 60s and 40s, they had 4 companies plus a support company. And well into the 60s, I would say at least one of their full divisions was using a lot of pack animals still. Like I'm reading about a lot of the fighting in northern Iraq against the Kurds, and yeah, it was a lot of pack animals were still being used, and I think a transport company for that consisted of pack animals was about 450 animals still, and we're talking like mules and things like that, right? Into the 60s, I know, right? Just wouldn't have thought it, but yeah. It's fascinating stuff. Most interesting. Of course, it makes sense because the terrain around there was just terrible. Absolutely, it makes sense. Absolutely rough terrain. And some of the fighting, like for example, I think I mentioned it on Sunday. There was the 4th Brigade, Infantry Brigade, was operating in 1965. I think it was 65. I'm pretty sure it was 65. Against the Kurds, but there was an Israeli commando battalion that was operating in northern Iraq as well. The 89th or 88th, one of the parachute battalions. I don't remember which one. Anyways, they ended up wiping out that Iraqi brigade. It was quite. They set up an ambush and nearly wiped it out. So that, for me, that sounds like an interesting scenario, especially with Israeli forces in operating in Iraq. So yeah, fascinating stuff. Lots of fascinating stuff. So I'll continue to update as I continue to work on things. If you do have specific questions or something like that, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer them. All right, let's go into Jerusalem. Thanks for listening to my babbles. We are resuming a save game. We're going into the Battle of Jerusalem. Now, if I didn't turn off the mod, I will go do that. And we'll just use the stock graphics. Yeah, we are using the stock graphics. Okay. I think. Are we? Yes. Because it has a blue tinge, not a purple tinge. Okay, perfect. What were we doing? Yeah, we were advancing north to the crossroads, or to the roads here, which I think we've secured now. Did we secure it? Yes, we did. Okay, so we've secured this crossroads. Hey, Rising, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for tuning in. So we're almost halfway through the scenario. We do have our reinforcements coming in, but we're now pretty much going to start getting into the main urban fighting, and that's going to be a challenge and a half. So I was looking at this Jewish quarter, the old city, I mean, it's all walled, but if we look carefully, there are 4 entry points where I don't have to destroy any walls. So there's one here, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. So basically, in the 4 corners of the city, we have access. And by the looks of it, to access Temple Mount, there's one main access point in here. I'm going to assume this is all going to be defended, so this will be a challenge and a half to get in here. Now, I don't think I want to destroy any of the walls, just because we're going to try and leave it as all in one piece as we can. Because, that's the right way of doing things. Time to blow stuff up. That's right, Ricey. That's right. Okay, so what are we doing? We are bringing in our reinforcements. We are going to start assaulting this Abu Tor, try and secure the southern flank here. These are all Jordanian troops, and then we'll start focusing in on the old city. Abu Tor is a defended position here, the hillside on the southern end of Abu Tor, so we need to get in there. Engineers, so the engineers are clearing up their task. We've just started the assault, which is good. Let's fire at these guys. I don't know if there's going to be bunkers or trenches in here. Either way, I'm sure it's going to be a pain. So let's get in there and do what we can. Let's move up our reinforcements. Overstack. Today I took the opportunity to watch some Tactics with Joe. He's a YouTuber. He was playing the Southern Front of Flashpoint campaign series or something like that. Anyways, it was fun to watch. Listening to him formulate his tactical plans and whatnot, that was kind of interesting. Alright, I think that's all done. Israeli buses are awesome. They totally are. Yeah, they're armored buses, which is hilarious. What kind of ammo or protection do they have? I don't think it actually tells you the protection. Max armor 10 millimeters, so I think it's like a 111 all the way around. These guys, we can get up here. They can protect the town. Our engineers can come up here as well. Oh yeah, look at that. We found a headquarters. And a machine gun. Let's start taking out the machine guns. Oh, even better. Let's occupy that position. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out, just for the simple reason that the AI isn't scripted, so I don't know what the infantry here is going to do. Oh man. Alright, so we're taking some hits there. Looks like we're going to have to put up a screening force until we can get some more infantry over there. Let's go up to the Mount of Olives. So there's a machine gun. Let's fire with our lone tank and commander here. No joy. Can we assault it? Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. That makes me happy. Simple and effective. Now let's go up and over. Oh no, there's something there. I can't go any further. Oh, that was good. Only one gun left. And we made it run away. Perfect. Ah, that explains why we couldn't go in there. There's something up there. Infantry platoon. Can I take it out? Let's try. We could use some heavy support here. Let's bring up an armor. Recoilless rifle. We should be able to hit the top of that. Let's check to see when daylight comes. Daylight comes turn 51. So we still have a lot of night fighting to do yet. Which is good, because that gives us cover. There's bad guys up there, and there's bad guys up here. Ooh, let's try to assault that. Ah, nice. Look at that. Okay, so we're on the right path. I think we've done everything, so... I think we're going to wait. We do have some mortars. Let's utilize those. What are we going to hit? We want to hit down here because this is where we're going to be attacking. Hopefully. Ah, we're out of ammo. Crap. Let's move these up to here. Fire across at that machine gun. Didn't get lucky because everything fired. Okay, that's all we can do. Now we just see what the Jordanians do. This would be an interesting to play against the human as well. Jordanians are acting and retreating like they want to pull you into a trap. I don't think the Legacy AI is that smart. Well, at least we didn't take any losses there. That's good. Visibility is 2. No, it's not that smart at all, John. Not even close. Now I could script that, of course. Absolutely I could script that. Oh, look at that minefield. So we need some really good hits from the mortars there so we can assault that hill. Ah, we got reduced. It's nice that they waited for me to get casualties before they decided to shoot. Return fire, I mean. Recordless rifle. No effect. Come on. Nah. Probably not going to do any direct fire hits there. Oh, we got lucky. No effect. No effect again. Oh man, look at them all. There's a whack load of stuff back here. Uh-oh. Well, at least they just retreated. So this is a Jordanian infantry battalion by the looks of it. Five airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have recovered morale out of 3 units. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. And we have a unit that has cleared a blocker mine at 2043. Alright, here's where we need good hits. That is not a good hit. Actually, yeah, I was talking about that with Stipe on Sunday. And the biggest challenge, I'll reiterate it here because I think it's important to understand. The biggest challenge that I'm going to have while scripting mechanized forces is that the way that the AI works, it can basically only do one thing at a time. Now, what do I mean by that? Here's a good example. For example, these vehicles here are loaded. We could pretend these are BMPs, we can pretend they're trucks, we can pretend they're whatever they are. Doesn't even matter what they are. If I wanted to say, my mechanized force is gonna drive down here and go attack this village. So a human player can do this in maybe 1 or 2 moves. All they have to do is they select their items, they move them down, unload, maybe even advance with the infantry. Which is great. That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Unfortunately, the legacy AI can't do that. So in order to do the same thing that a human would do in probably 1, maybe 2 turns, it's going to take me 2, 3, maybe 4 turns to do the exact same thing. So everything's going to slow right down in essence because of the way that the scripting works. So what does that mean? So say, for example, I want to have a script that says, we drove up to here. Now we're going to check to make sure there's nothing around. If there's nothing around, okay, let's go and move. So we're going to move to, if this is our target, we don't want to be sitting right beside our target because that's suicidal. Who knows what's in there. So we'd probably drive down to here. And once we drive down to there, it's like, okay, we got there. And now next turn, we get, okay, now that we're there, what do? We unload, of course. That's what we do. So then we unload. It's like, okay. So then now there'll be 2 scripts or 2 companies that I need to deal with. One, I have to deal with the vehicles because we don't have to leave them sitting there. That's silly. So we're going to probably retreat them to somewhere else, maybe back to here. But the infantry that we've unloaded needs a new mission. It's like, okay, well, we're going to go attack that. So then after they've figured all that out, then they can go and get into position down over here. Which means, it's going to be very, very methodical and very slow in order to do the same things that a human would do. Which is kind of why we started with Vietnam, because we didn't have to worry about vehicles. We didn't have to worry about bounding operations and things like that. Now, of course, with Birdo gone, that is going to make things even more challenging because I'm going to have to figure out how to create some of these things that I'm going to be repeating over and over and over again in the main Lua files, in the user.lua, in the init.lua. So it's going to be a challenge. But more to the point, scripting is going to slow things down when it comes to armored warfare. Period. There's no getting around it. Unless you just have tanks. Then nobody cares. It can't do shoot and scoot. No, it can't. It can come up, and then next turn it can shoot, and then the next turn it can run away. So what a human would do in 1 turn, the AI needs 3 turns to do. So that being said, the AI will never be as good or as efficient as a human. I can make it as challenging as I possibly can, but it can't, the way that this is now, it can't do the same things that a human can do, period. Of course, I'll do my best to make it a fun experience, for sure. Like right now, I think, well, not now with Middle East, but with Vietnam, it's a fun and interesting challenge to do. I think it's quite exciting. Thanks for drawing some fire. Does that make sense, John, or am I just blowing hot air? Alright, we need to try and get into here. Let's see. Oh, wow, that was way easier than I thought. Heck yeah. And we're in a bunker drawing fire. Perfect. engineer. We're going to leave there. The rifle platoon. Who are you with? Oh, our parachutists are all dispersed over here. What the heck? Let's fire. Now I only have one platoon here to do the job. That's not gonna be a good thing. Let's move engineers into here. We're gonna clean up this mess. That'll open up this whole area so we can advance into have a tour. I agree that you're running into brick walls with armored warfare. The AI, even with Lua, is limited, so I believe you're thinking is sound. Yeah. Is it gonna be awesome? No. Is it gonna be good? I think it might be good. I think it'll be interesting and fun. I mean, the biggest test that we've seen already is with Ramtha, the first go. I mean, it didn't go as well as I hoped, but at least I could find the... Oh, look at that. We locked out hardcore. Okay, let's use slow time and advance into this hex so we don't blow anything up. Let's move our guns down. Let's get our parachutists up. Can I go into there with slow time? Yes. So here we have an overwhelming force. This will be just fabulous. We have some more parachutists. Oops. Totally clicked the wrong button. Let's bring up our reinforcements. On the bright side, it will probably be easier to script the World War II Germans. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. But I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it would be. It would be very easy. So for the East Front, for example, it would be fairly straightforward because the tactical abilities of the Russians, for example, weren't the best in the beginning of the war. So in that sense, it would be okay to do the scripting for that. I'm even trying to think of what scenarios I could script for the Egyptians or something like that. That would be kind of interesting, but show the challenges of what I have to do for scripting armored warfare. Okay, so we are very lucky here. Oh, I can't see them. No offense to the Pacific War lovers. No. The other thing with the Pacific War is that there is a lot of amphibious assaults and whatnot, which is another challenge for both the Japanese and the Americans. Oh, the mortars. I forgot the mortars. That's okay. What do we have here? Infantry. Oh, is that a regular infantry platoon? That might not be regular infantry. Let's just try and assault it. Oh, it took casualties. And we can assault again because it only costed 45 action points. It's handy there's a road there, so that makes life easier. Oh, look at that. see that? Ooh, I can't. Oh man, they're right there. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, let's bring up some reinforcements here. Uh-oh. Are those engineers? Maybe that's what those are. Oh crap, that's not good. Run away! Alright, so we've stirred an infantry battalion, so we're not going to stick around and fight that because that would be suicidal. We don't need engineers there. We'll leave them over here just to give some extra oomph. We made progress here. We can assault through here very quickly, start taking the old city. I might have to send some parachutists over this way to help deal with this brand new threat. What I really need is a road. So we need to clear this road. That'll go all the way through here, past... Oh no, that's not going to be very good. We have to clear that first. Crap. There are some real cool engagements around Saipan and New Guinea that would be wonderful to script through ON Bougainville too. Yeah, no, for sure. There's ample opportunity for everything, really. Yeah, even with my reading with the Iran-Iraq war, that's... I mean, it's so exciting of the potential scenarios that you can do with that. There's any type of scenario that you could think of. Literally any type of scenario that would have happened anywhere, you could do in that particular game. These guys up here. I'll create a defensive defensive line in here somewhere. Looks like they're heading up towards this sector here. I don't know why, but that's what we're going to try and deal with. Let's dig these guys in. And the mortars. Let's soften up Abu Tor. I don't think there's anything that we have to worry about there. And let's soften up these guys. Deal with that. Let's dig in these guys. Drives me crazy that they draw fire whenever I dig in. Alright, I think that's all we're going to do. Let's save it. End it. See what happens. I lean a lot towards what ifs, take a scenario, change something, and play to see how it plays. Yeah, no, that's part of the fun though, right? Hypotheticals are absolutely fun. That's how I started designing scenarios way back when, was hypotheticals. Rifle across the valley there. Over here somewhere. I don't understand how it can see me. Oh, good thing we plotted some artillery there. I didn't think they were... Oh yeah, because they retreated. That's right. We have a good sized force there though. We should be able to overrun most of that, if not everything there. Ah, we lost our tank. Ah, fire truck. No effect. No effect. Five airstrikes remaining. We have 0 units out of 2 that have recovered. That's not good. 5 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. 1 unit low on ammo. And we did clear some blocks and mines. Perfect. Oh yeah, that is a monster of a play-by-email scenario. It's not available to anyone though, so the only person I played that with was Umbra back in the day. Umbro back in the day. And we played that a few times. But oh, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, Umbro, exactly. That scenario covered, I think it was 120 turns back in the day, and that was supposed to cover, I think, about 3 or 4 days of the German advance to Yelna, and the fighting that happened basically from north of Smolensk down to Roslavel, and it was insane. It was just completely insane. Should be able to overrun that. Yes. Now let's bring up the parachutists. I'm going to move these mines up, or the engineers up here, move these engineers into here. Oh, I can't. Bummer. Let's slowly move all these vehicles. Let's use slow time, cut through this minefield. No, can't get in there. That is irritating. So let's go off-road with some of this stuff. And all these things, we're going to move up towards that bunker. Oh, there's more engineers. Minute and a half commercials are annoying. Sorry about that, John. I need to see there's a brigade headquarters. There's battalion headquarters. Send some of these troops down here to deal with the engineer and stuff that are down there. I don't think I need that many. Maybe I'll send 2 platoons. 2 platoons or something down there. That should be enough. That should be enough. Oh man, so slow. Well, I lose a minute and a half of what you were saying, so my only choice is to go back to your video a later time. Seems to be worse on Wednesdays than on Sundays. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, now let's see. Well, if you'd let me know when those ads happen, I can repeat whatever I was saying. Run away! I think I'm going to dig in here as well. Oh, what's this? I'm still sad we lost our lone tank up there. Yep, that is true. You are right. Okay, on the bright side. On the bright side, we're doing well here. Let's do a combined arms assault onto this. Deal with that. Clean that up. Perfect. Now we can send these guys back this way. Same with the tanks. Because we need to go deal with those British or Jordanians that are coming from the flank. That kind of sucks. Nope, not that. This. Oh, I can't see up the hill. Well, that wasn't a good idea. We lost 2 of our I knew better than that. I was just being greedy. Okay. We can advance with our troops here. I think that's okay. Alright. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to see what happens. Let's hit... Where's our mortars? Oh, we only have 2. Let's hit that as well. And let's hit this and this, because it seems like they're streaming this way. So we're going to target their routed advance. And hopefully, we can cause some damage. Let's end the turn. Oh, no, that was good. They hit their own troops. And caused some damage. Here we missed because we assaulted, so that's good. I think we'll use those 2 units to hunt down those mortars. Can we survive? I think so. just 2 platoons there. That's not bad. Curious, what does it look at night with the solid bases instead of insignia? Well, that's a good question. I will turn them on for you as soon as we're done this turn. We got disrupted. Gosh darn it. I didn't even see that platoon there. Huh. Oh, that's probably the last platoon from that company that has been assaulting us. So if that's the case, we'll take our troops there and go try and capture the hospital. Hopefully we can build an improved position there to save our troops from this withering fire. Oh, good. Yeah, the new internet seems to have helped for you there, John, quite a lot. That's good. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have recovered morale out of 5. 5 headquarters unable to provide supply. 2 units low on ammo, and we did clear some more blocks and mines. Or at least, not cleared, but at least reduced them anyways. Ah, no joy. They didn't take the bait. Nor there. Alright, now you wanted to see the stylized bases. Let's save that. Go to options. 3D unit bases. Standard. So that's the standard bases. And then the alternate bases are these. So basically what the difference is that these ones are more rounded than the standard ones. Here these look more like flat chits, whereas these ones here, they look more rounded, like so. And then these here are the insignia. I kind of like the look of the insignia, but obviously that's just me. You can set it up however you want. And you can change these too, right? If you want to see all these red, you could just go in and change the bases if you want to. And this is what it looks like without bases, in case you were curious. No bases. Poof. No infantry bases at all. I like using the bases. It just helps me identify the units easier. If I didn't want to, I wanted to make it really challenging, I'd take the bases off and turn off the thermometers. Then I have to go through every single unit and figure out what the heck is going on. But who has time for that? Not this guy. And the bases also help the thermometer stand out a little bit easier as well. Love the alternate, and thanks for... Hey, no problem. My pleasure. Good question. Good question, John. Alright. Can I get in here this time? Let's do one. No. Oh yeah, there's a road going through there. So let's shoot once. Which we reduced because only the top one fired. So let's use the second one, do the same thing. Now I don't know if we did any damage, but we're just going to assault with everyone. Glad you're enjoying them, Rysine. That's awesome. Let's get this guy digging in too. Kaboom. Exactly. We're going to set these tanks up down here on the road just in case they decide to get cheeky or something like that. Make sure that we are prepared for any counter assault. Up here, we're going to go mortar hunting. Oh, we got lucky. All right. Now let's go infantry hunting. Ah, so we both took some losses there. Let's try another assault. No joy. That's okay. I'm going to use these engineers. We're cleaning up this road here so we can utilize this road. Oh man, look at that. Just like that, we ran into some bad guys. Ooh, a lot of them. Ah, we got hit. Okay, let's send in some more parachutists. Get our headquarters up into here. Bring up some support that we're going to need here eventually. Let's bring up these units. Heavy weapons. Motorized, very slow motorized units cutting through the olive trees. Alright, let's send this guy down here. This guy we can double time all the way down to here. So we are going to go hunting the engineers or whatever that's in here. Let's fire, make sure that they're still there. Which they are. Ah, sneaky buggers. Oh, there's a couple platoons in there. Oh, interesting. Interesting but stupid. Oh, massive minefields. You know what? Let's send a whole company down there. Because we can. Oh, that was unexpected, but I'm happy. That's taken care of. That's taken care of. Here we're advancing and almost... Oh, we did capture Abu Tor. We just have a couple of platoons left. Let's plot some artillery on there, just to make our life a little bit easier. Look how Jordan, here comes the Israeli buses, right? That's funny. Let's hit that. And let's hit this machine gun back here, just because we can. And save it, end the turn, see what happens. Oh, I forgot to deal with this. Poor Mount Scopus. We do have a bunch of opportunity fire, though, so maybe that'll do something useful. Oh, I forgot to hit this with artillery. I should have done that. I wasn't even thinking. We're overstacked, so this could hurt. Yep, there it is. Lost the squad. Hey, Seeker. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for watching it on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's good. We got rid of it anyways. It's trying. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 4 out of 5 units that are recovered. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 3 units low on ammo. 1 improved position, and we did clear some more blocks and mines. Perfect. So there's 2 platoons there that we need to go hunt down. Well, we don't need to, but we're going to. Come on, good hits. Where is Masada at? That, off the top of my head, I don't know, but I can quickly find an answer for you. It is over by the Dead Sea. So on the other side of where we're fighting, basically. Just dig in here for now. All these troops can dig in for now. While we assault these positions up here, hopefully. Yes! Perfect. And I'm going to take these 2 platoons. We're going to go up here and take that point as well. These guys are good. These guys are good. Our poor leader. Take out these mortars. Ah, no. That's okay. At least we see them now. We did reduce. Oh, we both got reduced. Son of a. Oh, we got rid of one. But it has a special place in Israeli history and soldier training. I thought it goes back to the time when the I don't know. You'll have to Google that and let us know. I am curious. Oh, we got rid of the mortars. That's good. Now, can we get rid of these things? That is the question. Oh, we lost one of our platoons. That sucks. We're in a scrap. Okay, so at least here we're in a flanking position. Here we're in a flanking position, so we can probably take this out next turn. Let's call in all of our artillery on that position. Well, maybe not all of it, some of it. But we're going to hit that as well. We want to move closer. Let's move our mortars up. I think this is a stone wall, so I can't cross that with vehicles. That kind of sucks. But I think I can swing around with our assault buses. Dun dun dun. Here. Masada is an ancient fortification in southern Israel, situated on top of an isolated rock plateau akin to Mesa. It is located at the eastern edge of the Jordanian desert, overlooking the Dead Sea 20 kilometers east of Arad. Harold the Great built 2 palaces for himself on the mountain and fortified Masada between 37 and 31 BCE. Blah, blah, blah. There was a siege of Masada by Roman troops in 73 to 74 CE. At the end of the First Jewish-Roman War, ended in the mass suicide of 960 Sicarii rebels who were hiding there. It's one of the most popular tourist attractions in Israel. It was the second most popular behind the Jerusalem Biblical Zoo. There you go. Learn something new every day. Alright, those guys are good. These guys are good. I'm going to move into here. I don't think that's a minefield. It's not. Yay. I was worried. You're no problem at all, John. Happy to help. I'm curious to know what's back here. So again, our target is this right here, but we do have a whack load of stuff coming. Can I unload some stuff? Yes, I can. So we're going to move through the border area here and advance into this area. I don't have any additional artillery support, so we have to wing it. That part kind of sucks, but that's okay. We are clearing this road, though, so let's move our troops down here, get ready to advance. Advance north. Next turn, these two should be clear, and hopefully this will be clear. Then we have to worry about that there. It's slow, but we're making progress. Urban fighting is tough. Alright. I think we're done. Everyone's digging in here now. We've taken the Mount of Olives. And we're going to go clear the Victoria Hospital next turn. And see what happens. On the bright side, I'm not going to get any scripting errors because this isn't scripted. Ha! This would be a fun battle circa 1985. You think so? It would be a fun battle, head-to-head. Totally. Although head-to-head, I think you'd find you'd be running out of infantry pretty quick. Come on, some good hits, please. Haha, sneaky buggers. They're going around my flank. They keep trying. We have 5 airstrikes remaining. We have all of our units have recovered morale, which is good. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. 5 units low on ammo. 2 improved positions were built, and we did clear some lines and blocks. Perfect. We need some good hits so we can assault this. Oh, we're just not getting them. The trenches. Maybe they don't have trenches? Probably. Okay, so here's a challenging situation. What I'm going to do is hit this with 2 flanking assaults. I'm going to utilize this and this. So what constitutes a flanking assault? Me assaulting from here and here. They're directly opposite each other. I'm throwing in an extra infantry platoon just to see if it'll help, but I'm actually going to throw in 1 more platoon into that too. So let's throw in this one here. Let's see. Can we do this? Oh yeah, we did. Oh. I honestly thought that we were going to have to do 2 assaults there, so I'm kind of happy that we did not have to. We got lucky. Alright, now, our next task is going to be hitting this, but I think that is a trench. So, we're going to isolate that. Oh man, this is gonna suck. So there's stone walls here. I can't cross that. So I might as well just unload my infantry, bring them up here, draw some fire. We're gonna move our engineers into there to clean out that block. Move up our other engineers. Move up our cordless rifles. Who's this guy in command of? Nobody? Hello? Probably people that are still loaded. That's not cool. So, that means, let's put him over here. Oh man, this is rough terrain. But we have a road now, so let's use the road. So Abu Tor is doing very well. Let's do some direct fire since we can't assault this. And then let's throw all of our mortars at that location. This is where we need to get into next turn. Hopefully we can at least cause them to run away. Then we can occupy those trenches. That will make our life a lot easier. What can we see? Not much. Alright, these guys digging. Oh, they're not digging in. They are now. They've dug in. They're going to. They've dug in. Oh, yes. Let's see if we can draw some fire on that guy over there. So that fired twice. I'm going to assume it's out of ammo. Or not out of shots. Oh, serious? So mortars, probably machine gun or something there. I don't know. Let's swing this guy up here to help out. So probably a rifle platoon or something there. Let's move this guy into here. Now we know this guy's going to come up and try and attack this, so we'll leave those 2 platoons there. Here we're protecting our flank. Let's hit that. Sounds like an anti-aircraft gun or machine gun. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Okay. Now, down here, we're going to slow time through this minefield. Oh, sugar, that scared the crap out of me. So there's a company here. I wasn't expecting that, so let's pull those guys back. We have infantry. Let's unload. And slow time, if we can. Yes, we can. Huh. This is turning out to be a bigger nut to fry than I thought. That's impressive. We have some 81mm mortars. Start softening that up. So here, just much the same as I have an issue with, well, since we're talking about scripting, well, we're not talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it. We have a bunch of empty buses here, right? So I would have to keep track of the amount of strength points that each of these buses have, and say this is a monster scenario, and you know me, and I love my monster scenarios. So after we've taken Jerusalem, what are we going to do next? We're going to go down to the next town, for example. Say this is the Eastern Front. We've captured one town, let's go down to the next town. I have to keep track of all these in the script in order for me to load up whatever infantry force or parachutists or whatever. So they have to go find their infantry, hopefully have enough strength points to load them, and if they don't, then there's a problem, right? So then I have to figure out a solution to that problem, utilizing multiple vehicles from other places. So that's a challenge that I have to think about too. So what happens if the mechanized company or BMP2s or something like that all get wiped out, leaving their infantry without transport? That mechanized infantry company without transport. Well, maybe they're just going to go in a defensive mode, or maybe we can load them onto tanks, or maybe there's another mechanized company, or maybe there's supply trucks that I can use. It's just, there's so many things to think about. Whereas a human, it's all second nature. We don't think about it because it's second nature to us, right? But for the AI doesn't think that way. Especially if we're trying to do things with some cohesion, right? Oh man, look at that. There's... I bet you those are police, because I don't see any heavy weapons. It looks like it's all like a submachine gun with rifles. So I bet you these are just police or something. Or National Guard or something like that, maybe. In a way, the fuel for the vehicles is kind of dealt with the whole supply situation. And typically our operation, most vehicles for the Vietnam scenarios can last well within the confines of the scenario that you're playing. Whereas with helicopters, they don't have the same airtime as a vehicle does on the ground. For example, you could drive for 6 hours, but you can't fly for 6 hours in a helicopter. They've tried. They've tried to get in there. Reinforcements have arrived. We have 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 0 out of 1 that have recovered. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 artillery unit unavailable. 5 units low on ammo. And we did clear a mine or a block. Alright, here's the key. We need to see this do something positive. That is not positive. Ideally, having one of them retreat would be perfect. No joy. Yep, they totally do. So, what are we going to do with this? Let's move some infantry up. Draw some fire. Oh, there's more guys there. What? Crap. What can these guys see? Oh, they can see something. Let's hit these guys over here. I'm going to assume this is a massive... Oh, there's mortars in there too. Ah, man, that sucks. What is this guy for? Okay, so we need to advance and not at us, and fire at these guys. Oh man, look at that there. That's a bigger position than I thought. Can I assault? Oh, I can. Let's throw these guys in the assault too then. Oh, it's a bunker. Look at that. It's a bunker. But we did reduce one of them. That was a double unknown effect. So, I'm going to try a second assault. Ah, we did hit some more, which is good. Well, let's try it. Oh, I can't. I was going to say let's try our luck and do it again, but we're not going to be able to. Slow time into this block. Oh, look at that. We're cleaning up the town. Perfect. Swinging around everywhere. That's terrible. So here we have new targets. So there's no sense me hitting this with the mortars because it's not really going to do much damage. But this, hopefully, is just a trench. So maybe we'll get lucky there. Go buses. Buses are going. It's slow and painful, but we're making progress. This has me concerned. So let's bring down this platoon over here. And let's swing this into the trenches. Maybe let's bring this tank down. And then we'll deal with this infiltration. Which also makes me wonder if there's bad guys in here somewhere. But I don't have any infantry or anything like that to check it out. But we do have some recoilless rifles. So we are going down here, basically, to make sure our flank is still secure. But I can't see anything. Let's just move these like so. So brutal. There we go. And up here, we should be able to get into there. I'm going to get greedy and try and hit these things. Stop them from coming. So we're down to 1 strength point. Let's just put him into there and leave him there for now. We did draw fire. And we're going to hit this. Oh, made it retreat. Perfect. Which means we can occupy this. Hopefully with 2 platoons. Yes. Occupied it, and this one has enough to fire twice. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay, so that turned out better than I thought. That's a good thing. Here we still have our troops securing that. I don't think they're going to assault us, so we're okay. This we'll put out the other end here. We'll get him to dig into the Intercontinental Hotel. I think that's what that is. This leader is in command of those tanks. Ugh. Off-road, ditches and stuff. It takes forever to go anywhere. Gosh darn it. Alright, we are plotting all of our artillery there. We have lots of reinforcements. We're doing okay. Let's continue pushing up into the... Oh, what's this? Oh, we have some 105s. Of course, it's going to take 14 turns to get to where we need them, but hey, that's good. We have some additional artillery. And just in time, really, because we're going to start assaulting the old city here pretty quick. Recoilless rifle fire probably from there, from the police academy. Yeah, but I need to bring them up close though, they're going to be very useful for the battle, but I need to bring them closer. And we see how slow that is going up that road. But, that being said, they should be in position pretty close to when daybreak hits, which means that's they're going to be most powerful because we have their full attack value. Ah, we had something to retreat. That sucks. Oh, there's an engineer in there. Look at that. That sucks. These are desert infantry. Those are irregular infantry. What was up here? Did we see that? Zoom in, see what's going on. It's a half-strength platoon. That's not good. Yeah, that is exactly right, John. That's exactly right. The future artillery enhancement that I'll be doing for the attack values will absolutely fix that, so you don't have to bring up your battery as close. I mean, being closer will help, but not to the extent that it does now. But yeah, that'll be something that I absolutely revise. Oh, they're counterattacking. Sneaky. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 3 units that have 3 that have recovered morale. 4 headquarters unable to provide supply. 2 artillery units unavailable. 2 units low on ammo. And we did build an improved position. Plus, cleared some mines and blocks. I hope that's not a bunker too. We haven't identified what it is yet. We're not doing any damage. That's not good. Nope, not at all. So here, I don't have a flanking position, nor do I have a surround position, so I just have to assault and hope for the best. But what I can do is utilize the multiple assault capabilities and bonuses. So I'm going to assault once. So the only assault, or the bonuses that I'm going to get right now with this particular assault, is that I haven't fired and I haven't moved. So I'll get a little bit of a bonus for that. That didn't do anything at all for us. Now I'll have the same. I haven't fired, I haven't moved. I have an engineer in here, that helps. And this is a second assault, so I get so there's 4 things there that are giving me a little bit of an additional bonus for this assault. And that just caused us casualties. That part sucks. Can I throw these guys in again? I can. I'm going to use some fresh platoons. Now, these guys have assaulted before, so I'm not going to get another assault bonus, but I will get a bonus for assaulting a 3rd time. We did cause damage, we did take losses. Now I do have... I'm throwing everything into this assault. Again, these ones have assaulted, but it's my 4th assault. I should get an additional bonus for that, which is why they took 2 casualties last time. There we go. There you go. That is a really good example of how you do assaults, and the troops needed to do assaults if you don't have the opportunity to be into a flanking and surround position, or surround position. It's possible, you just have to be consistent and tedious doing it. Man, that kind of sucked. I took quite a few losses there. Which means I want to do the same here, but I can't yet. So one thing I'm going to do is move my infantry into better areas for safety. And so I can't go up here. I'll be stuck in a crossfire zone. That kind of sucks. No, I guess I have to do this. I have to do this the bad way. Until I can get closer, I have to be out in the open like that, which kind of sucks. Alright, we do have a bunch of stuff here. Let's see if we can cause some kind of damage. It was hard, John. It was a hard assault. But we did it, as you saw. It was the 4th time to assault it. But if you can do it consistently or persistently, and use your forces that you have at hand, try and throw some logic in it, it'll eventually get to where you want to go. These guys are full strength. They're not. Let's pull them into here. Again, I do have companies in vehicles back here. Oh, let's go grab our trusted artillery while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to forget that. But, you know, once I think we clear this, that'll be the end of the Jordanians south of the old city, I think. I'm pretty sure that's going to be true. So then we have to worry about assaulting the old city, which will be tough. Already at most ranges is very powerful by today's standards. However, the technological improvements to get there, or where it is today from World War II, through the years since has got better. And most of that is just the accuracy of putting the artillery on target. I mean, a 105 shell is going to burst the same whether it's 100 feet or a kilometer away. It's going to burst the same. It's just how close you can get it to your target, where that's going to be the effective part. Israeli infantry do rule. That they are good that way. Alright, now there was that infantry down here. Hopefully that'll be dealt with. Here. What we're going to do. Oh, I can't go down. We're sending this company down here to try and isolate this. Oh, there's a... I think there's a recoilless rifle down here somewhere. Let's bring some mortars down. Oh, yeah. Now, we are on the lookout for some bad guys over here. Hopefully we don't find any. So the mortars will come up to help with this assault. We should be able to overwhelm them. That's a good position for that recoilless rifle Jeep. We'll be able to provide some direct fire onto these positions down here. I'm just going to leave all this opportunity fire here to deal with this. Up north, what do we have? We have the better position. So, just that platoon itself took 2 casualties, I think, on that. I can't tell how many are there now. But at least they made a run away. Okay, I'm going to load this up. And we can fire one more time. Oh, good. Sorry, I missed 1.5. Basically, I said what I was doing was I was going to... We are surrounding this here. We're going to isolate this, but I remembered that there is a recoilless rifle down here. I'm moving these troops down here to see if there are other Jordanian platoons operating this wadi. And then we are just up here dealing with these troops up here, where we did manage to retreat both of those 2 platoons. And I think they're just irregular platoons, like National Guard or something like that. So they're not very strong, which is good for us. But I'm going to pull back here before I start taking too many losses. Oh, there's a machine gun up there. Holy crap, I didn't even see that. So that's a better place for us to be, because that gives us a huge combat effects modifier. So that's good. We're safer in there. We do have an infantry company up here now to help deal with these Jordanian irregulars. This is still secure. I think we're okay. Alright, let's call in our artillery. I'm going to assume this is a bunker as well, because we're not doing much damage. I'm going to throw some artillery on there just to see what happens. And we only have 1 gun anyway, so maybe I'll do 1 there, 1 there. Alright, let's save it and the turn. Let's see what happens. Again, this is a better position to be in. Not only that, it has an improved position too, which is good. It's a special building, improved position. It's some of the best of the best. The only thing that would do better if it was a pillbox or maybe even a bunker. Which reminds me of the horrors it's going to be when we get to stalling. Oh, I lost 2 tanks! Freaking fire truck, really? Those Jordanians, they must have like bazookas or something, because that just sucked. Anyways, when we get to Stalingrad or something like that, where we have very intense city fighting, and the positions are very, very well defended. Crap, we lost 2 tanks. That sucks. That's a good position for us to be in, that hospital up there. Not that we're using the hospital to conduct operations out of, though. I mean, lovely weather. Oh, they are there too, the buggers. Look at that. Well, that just opened up a can of worms. Oh, crap. 5 airstrikes remaining. We have 2 units that have recovered morale out of 7. That's terrible. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. 2 artillery units unavailable. And 2 units low on ammo. Oh, that was a good hit. So that's useful. This is not. So, I need to... We have 1 tank left. 1 tank left. Oh, besides these ones over here. But here we have a problem. So there's Jordanians coming up this way. I need to prepare for that. You know what? Let's just dump these guys right here. Cheap with a machine gun. We have an engineer platoon. Strap a 76mm on the buses. That's a good idea. Heck yeah. But we do have reinforcements coming. Look at that. Perfect. Excellent timing, even. Come down here, secure our flank. It's a really good thing we decided to send these recordless rifles down here. Just to make sure. Alright, let's go grab our artillery. And down here... go. So we are now in a position, almost, to start hitting this. Although, do you think I should wait for the artillery, or should I just go in for an infantry assault? What do you think? Those sneaky buggers, they went right around us. They went right around our troops. That's crazy. Alright, so here... Again, I don't have a proper assault. Let's just do some cleaning with these engineers while I move into position. Wait for the arty. I think that's probably a good idea. We did cause some damage, but we took some losses. Let's throw a leader in there, see if that helps. Oh, we pushed them out. That was a nice surprise. I was not expecting that, but we did take some disruptions. So that wasn't good. Alright, we're going to swing these troops around this way. Ouch. Double ouch. Now, on the bright side, we did push these things out. That will make them easier to kill. But the leader did help. Yeah, it really did, John. So we did good there. That was a good thing. Let's pull out of there. So these engineers are going to clean up this over here. again. We've pretty much almost cleared up. We have reinforcements here. Let's move them up so everyone's on the same level. I think it's a whack load of goodies. Yeah, look at that. It's all infantry or parachutists. We have a battalion headquarters. Perfect. So we have 3 companies of parachutists here to help out with this assault. That's a lot. It really is. I am kind of tempted to go take this, but let's see. What are the roads like here? Well, come daybreak, once we capture at least the southern part of the town, Old City, we should be able to utilize this road, and then we can bring those reinforcements all the way over here if we need to assault this and capture that, and then even start removing some units. But it's only halfway through, so I don't know what's going on here or what else is coming, so this is something we have to be concerned with. Bring up our recoilless rifle jeeps. The headquarters are fine there. Our artillery is plotted. Alright, let's save it. See what happens. The hospital position. Hey, no worries. Thanks for tuning in there, John. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the questions and bantering. That was kind of fun. It's always good to have you around. Hope you have a good week. Hope to see you on Sunday. That should be an open position there, so the artillery, the 1 battery shot that we have, should be good, I hope. They're everywhere. See, that's a good position for us to be in, being in the village, plus it has an improved position. That gives us a half-decent terrain effects modifier, which is perfect. Also gives us a boost in morale, which helps us take these hits. Machine gun Land Rover. Reconnaissance vehicle. That's a good way to die. If we can't hit the broadside of a barn, I guess it doesn't matter. Those must be recon elements for the tank battalion that'll eventually come, maybe. That's my guess. Reduced it by 1. That's good. Made it run away. That's also good. Oh, I'll reduce that again. Oh, sneaky buggers. Five airstrikes remaining. We have 5 units that have recovered out of 8. 3 headquarters unable to provide supply. 3 units low on ammo. And we did clear some blocks and mines right in there. Oh, there's another one down there. So there might be 4 platoons here. That's kind of surprising. These are light mortars hitting. Oh, look at that. They're all disrupted and reduced. Mortars didn't do much. Oh, made something right away. Come on, good hit. Oh, that was good. So we can assault. Wait. Tell. Is there a stone wall there? Let's use our map hints just to see what kind of... No, there's nothing there. So, that being the case, that is a 1 strength point unit. Let's hit that. Assault it. Ah, it's a minefield. Well, we don't want to be going in there then. So, let us... Who are you in charge of? You're in charge of this guy. Take some hits. Let's assault into the old city. Into the Jewish quarter. Let's turn off the map hints. Go back to common. Assault. So we did cause some damage. Now we'll send in these 2 parachute platoons. And get in there. Oh, no. We didn't even get in there. Darn it. Now we're way overstacked. Can we overrun this at least? What is that? Oh, I can't tell. Muslim Brotherhood? I'm thinking that's what that is. Oh, sneaky buggers. They ran away. Oh no, that's not good. So we're gonna have to go hunting for them. Now, biggest problem is here. This is a problem. Not the headquarters. So there are Jordanians here. Okay, let's unload. And let's start a counterattack. Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, that was also a good hit because we reduced it. Did we get lucky? No. Oh, that put us right into our gun sights. Man, we got lucky. We got really lucky there. Let's move these guys over to here. Let's pull these guys out. Fascinating. Okay, let's grab our artillery. Oh. Blasted elevation changes. Okay, so we're halfway through this scenario, and we're halfway through this turn. I'm going to call it quits there, because we're over 2 hours now. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you've taken the time to watch this, and if you made it this long, that's phenomenal, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do answer all the comments and the questions. If you have more detailed questions, please head down to the Discord, which is in the comments down below. Not the comments, but the description down below. I am usually there pretty much 24/7, so if you have something you need or questions or anything like that, you can easily contact me through there. If you really, really like this type of content, consider subscribing on Patreon. That would be awesome. Every little bit helps. If not, thanks. Just thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more or see something in particular, just let me know. Leave me a comment. Always happy to answer, respond, whatever. It's all good. Thanks to Rysine and thanks to Nakenway for sticking around till the end. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic evening. Good week. I'll be back on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific. On that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.